My name is Sarita and I'm from the United States. I come way from New Jersey and I'm here with my family and my friends, and we are experiencing Ghana for the very first time coming over to this part of the continent, the world. So I'm just so grateful and thankful that I've had an opportunity to come here and experience this great pleasure with my family and my friends.
This is Lauren, and African name is Adjoa, and I'm Richard. My African name is Kojo, and we're having a wonderful time. This trip has been eye-opening. We've been on a pretty good amount of vacations, but nothing like this. This is a learning experience as well as an adventure. We got to see things that is meaningful to us, especially based on the Black experience. Its trip is geared towards everybody, not just Blacks. Everyone should see something like this to understand further back of all history, especially Black history, and it make it a little more understanding.
My name is Regina Starr. I'm from New Jersey. I live in Delaware, and so far my experience has been fantastic. I enjoy everything about the trip. Our tour guide Isaac and Ben and our driver has been very helpful. They understand our needs. The trip going to the river was great. The experience, it's hard to explain the experience. You would have to come here to experience it. I could tell you I had a great time, but you would have to come and experience yourself.
My name is Nakia Coakley. This is my husband, Delshawn Coakley. And we are here from New Jersey in the United States of America. We came to Ghana to experience the culture and to see where we are originally from. It has been a very spiritual,
absolutely,
enlightening, emotional experience. Knowledgeable. I personally enjoyed the Slave River, where we got to see where descendants of our ancestors got to take their last bath or their first bath before they were either returned from slavery or before they entered into slavery. And we got to perform a ceremonial cleansing in the water at the Slave River. And I thought that was a very awesome experience to have been in the very waters that our ancestors fought and often died in the same waters. So for me, that was a great emotional experience, and I just couldn't believe that I was actually in Africa, in Ghana, experiencing that very moment.
I would say the biggest thing for me would be the people, the kindness, the love, the food, of course.
Oh, the food.
Hospitality, for sure. Yeah, that would be the biggest thing for me. And just the culture in general.
Yeah.
I cannot honestly pinpoint one part of it that stands out to me more than the others. The biggest takeaway would be the presence of being in the presence of the actual slave trade, actually seeing where it happened and how it started. I would say that would be the most outstanding experience for me. Is a great experience.
My best friend and her family were coming, and she mentioned it to me, and I got so excited. I said to my husband, we have to come. We have to join this trip, because this was on our bucket list. We had to come here before we both died. We wanted to see the motherland. We wanted to see where our ancestors were from. And that's how we became a part of their family trip.
I enjoyed the river tour the most because getting into the water and just cleansing ourselves and connecting with our ancestors, it just brought a warmth over your body, like you were really connecting with your ancestors. So that going into that river, washing ourselves, cleansing our bodies, and just praying was fantastic.
We came this way through African Travelers. It was by the internet, actually YouTube. We were able to look through clips of my family that's with me, my aunt. She arranged this through African Travels. It was so easy in how we started the process. We were given the information and then we were placed on a payment plan that was very easy leading up to the time we were about to leave out.
So being put on a payment plan made it more attainable and affordable to actually come to get here. We were able to make monthly payments with more than enough time so that it wasn't a financial burden to actually get here.
Absolutely.
So the payment plan was awesome. The company was very professional. Any questions I had, they made this process very easy. And I didn't really run into any difficulties in the actual planning to get here.
The payment plan with African Travelers is great. You put your initial down payment down, and each month Daniel will send those invoices out to you to remind you. He'll send them like 3-4 times to remind you to make your payment. The payments were low. They were like $135 a month. And before you know it, you're going to Africa.
I would recommend African Travelers if you want to experience the best Ghana experience, getting a real authentic viewpoint if you're coming from the western part of the world, just to know who we are. It's very easygoing. You can always contact them. They get back to you in a timely manner. Even when it's difficult and challenges, they're able to adjust. And that's a big thing when you're coming somewhere. You're coming to another country that you're not familiar with. You need to be able to be flexible and adjust. And our tour guides, they've been nothing but that, able to adjust, able to accommodate us, even when it's things that we don't understand. So I would definitely recommend African Travelers.
I would definitely recommend Africa Travelers. Ben, Isaac, Ani, you got Daniel, you guys took great care of us.
Absolutely.
You were very patient to make sure that we got to experience the full experience. I can officially say that when I leave here, I don't think I left any stones unturned. Hopefully I will be able to come again to experience a different package. Going to the school, the village, that was just so inspiring. The youth were so inspiring. It just felt really good to be around all brown people who show love. And I'm excited, and I hope that we can keep some of the relationships to foster deeper connections when we return to the U.S.
We would absolutely recommend
everyone that we.
In fact, I've already have a
with.
list in my head of who I know would like to have this experience, and this is the company that I would recommend to do this with.
Once I get back home to Delaware and to my family in New Jersey, I will recommend African Travelers. I'll probably come back next year with my other brothers and my sister that didn't come this time. So we'll be back and we will use African Travelers. So go online like I did, go to YouTube. I found African Travelers on YouTube after I researched a lot of other agencies. But with Daniel, I felt comfortable. And so I chose African Travelers. So go on YouTube, check out Daniel on African Travelers, and come to Africa for the experience.